Here again with another episode of the Behind Closed Doors ENT. Make sure y'all tap in with me on YouTube. Excuse me. Make sure y'all tap in with me on Snapchat, Big Bags 22. I got my big guy, my homie here, LA. You know, we had the episode today. LA, you want to introduce yourself? Let them know where you come from, what you is, who you is.
Let's say, hey, you know what it is. LA Jefferson, Chi-Town's finest.
Yes, sir, Ski.
You already know.
One of the original Chicago Bears fans, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This one of the original.
From the Garden.
What'd you say? The big.
Not just a fan. We ain't fans.
We ain't fans.
No, that's us.
It's a family, huh? One of the biggest Chicago fan, man. Shout out to the TTG family. Y'all know who y'all is, man. All my TTG family, man. Y'all send them hearts. Y'all subscribe. Y'all send that love, man. I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do. It's a family. It's a movement, man. Train to go talk to God, man. TTG. So all day, bro. You know what I mean? And they a super big family, man. They've been supporting me. They've been having my back, man. I just love them for what they do. So today, man, I got my guy here. Like I said, we gonna educate y'all today a little bit about some things with when it comes to constitutional rights. We're gonna educate y'all a little bit today when it comes to due process, failure due process. We're gonna educate y'all today when it comes to black men and growth and just commonality. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all follow me on Facebook. But if you do, I was talking earlier about, you know, as being a black man, as leading the youth, basically, you know what I mean? I was kind of, you know, talking to the people, basically, letting them know, you know, it's very important for older black men, you know, to teach our younger black men, you know, the way, you know what I'm saying? And just basically guide them. And sometimes, you know, I've been young, you've been young before. We feel like we know it all. We ain't really got to ask no questions. But like we was talking about, bro, you know, asking questions is very important. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's the only way you get knowledge.
Absolutely. So getting here today, now that I got you here, you know, it's been a lot of speculations on Facebook. It's a lot of speculations to people not knowing their knowledge, people not knowing what they can learn and their constitutional right. And there's a lot of people that's on Facebook giving comments. Yeah, you did this, you did that. Needless to say, let's educate these people on the constitutional right and their rights and that good stuff.
All right. Go look again. First of all, let's just give thanks to the Most High first.
Amen.
Being here and
Amen. Amen.
This platform, responsibilities to speak about these things,
right?
Because what the invite not only meant to me, like we were talking before, is it's a truthful testimony to what God is and the sacredness of the duties that we have when you understand what the Most High gives you in gifts.
Right.
So like our due process and things like that are familiar to that.
Right.
Because this land was built to be free.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. I hear you.
And so the first thing about rights is we have one unalienable right. You know what that right is?
What's that?
That right is to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Let's talk about that one first, because that one is like, okay, you could say break the words down. Life.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you beat your
Living
heart
your
beating.
life. Yeah.
Your liberty is your freedom.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's what liberty is, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Liberation,
your choice to live free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your choice to live freely has to do with how you do what?
Absolutely.
Pursue that happiness.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But they can't take that. That's called an unalienable right.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That means they can't take it away from you.
Yeah, they can't.
Right?
Yeah, they can't take it away.
Unless they do what? Take your life away.
Take your life away. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So without that, you are due in the process of everything else that goes along with law and in court.
Oh, okay.
So that's where due process.
That's where the due process and things. Okay.
Stand for, because it's your basic fundamentals, principles built on things of how statutes go after that.
Okay.
Which
was wrote up in the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Same as the unalienable right.
Absolutely.
So that doesn't say, in the end of it, doesn't say, hey, you have this unalienable right to pursue happiness and explain where that comes from. It just cuts you shuts down. You know, where's the story end? It's like, but that's the beginning of the story.
Right.
Because it's always, just like we praise and give it the glory, it's a must. So when you wake up, it's like the same thank you should give, the same gratitude you give for having that breath.
Right.
It's the same thing you give with being able to have life.
Yeah. I understand.
So yeah, it's just like that within all the things that were written within the Constitution, because they declared this country was then declared independent.
Right.
Separate from those.
Which basically you saying United States is its own independence. Actually, allegedly, yeah.
Breaking off from something else.
Yeah.
So it was something else before, so it was already like, okay, well, how did that happen anyway?
Right.
But then there's still in wording where everything else comes in. And so as we speak, everything is knowledge anyway.
Okay.
Because when it exists in law, where does it exist first?
Here.
Moral law first.
Oh, moral law, yeah, absolutely.
Because everything was written.
Because the way it's going off your morals, basically, is what you're saying.
The moral scriptures.
The moral scriptures, yeah. Yeah.
We all have the codes, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
But it's unlocking those codes.
Okay.
And being able to have the same thing, seeking ability too. We don't know that we were taught these things already, hopefully in government, long ago when we were in classes, but were we paying attention? Did it matter? So
I don't really think that a lot of people paid attention to the constitutional right as a youth. And why I say that is because when, appreciate them hearts. I appreciate y'all send them hearts, send them stars, y'all. But back to what I was saying, I think as a youth, when you a kid and they teaching us this constitutional right, we're not really focused on the constitutional right because we're not thinking we'll be having to exercise the constitutional right, if you get what I'm saying.
Sure, absolutely.
Like as a kid, your constitutional right does mean a lot, but to exercise it, really, honestly, you'll have to be catching charges or, it being violated with harassment or derogatory discrimination statements to know your constitutional rights. So I think it's important when we brushing people back up on it because a lot of people get violated with their constitutional rights without even knowing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's almost as simple as what it goes back to the first one again. The only one that they can't take away from, because that's the mental health and the challenge of, are we saying that you shouldn't know this only if they encounter it? No, it shouldn't be that.
No, it shouldn't be that.
It should be like it used to be to declare everybody saying the Pledge of Allegiance. But remember, now we're raised in an area in a time where we don't pledge allegiance, so we don't understand one God.
Yeah.
So even if we fought over a sun and moon, we can't because they have their own space and
sky. So, I feel you.
Right. So it's the same for each teaching.
Yeah.
So some kids did get these things early and they stuck with them so they could teach others early and know how not so much fully violate it. It's always that you have to exercise your right and know how to, in the most,
That's a good word choice. I like that.
It's the same.
Exercising your right is more like just brushing you up on it, knowing, the difference from right and wrong within your rights. You know what I'm saying? So that's important.
And there lies like the second one. The second one is not. It's how to exercise it. Mm-hmm. They always tell you have the right to remain silent. Mm-hmm. More folks go off. Mm-hmm. But that is your most due right you gonna get to start the process.
Talk.
Because You know, it's just like that in every part of life. There's a chain of command. So there's the next step.
Right.
So we talk about growth through individuals. So if you were taught as a youth these constitutional and how to exercise these constitutional rights, you probably wouldn't run into them as an adult unless you're of our nature. I mean, we can definitely say that the system is already meant for us to be dealt with in a certain kind of way.
So do you feel like, leading to that, do you feel like the system was made to target certain ethnicities or certain people?
That's not even a question. That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. But it's as much as it is, and you can say that is, it's like the play on words and everything else at the end anyway, because it's all knowledge. It's free. We live in an equal society, allegedly, that it's available. Remember, when we were doing what we were doing and trying to do what we do, we didn't pick up those books. Even if we had the scriptural ones, it's a book that can get you better than where you were yesterday.
Right. Correct.
That's what you're supposed to be doing anyway. From youth, anyway.
Correct.
From youth, you mature. You get into your active times,
and
then you want to be the in the gray days.
Correct.
Hopefully.
Right.
You know, but in the meanwhile, you still have to be survivable. You know, adaptable. It's a must, especially for men.
Yeah.
A man that ain't growing. Come on, how do you?
You can't and we talk about that. Like we talk about that. Like growing is important. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, even as becoming a man, no matter what stage you are in, you grow.
Don't you go to the next steps and level, elementary, kindergarten?
Correct.
On that?
Correct.
It's always that.
It's always that.
Always that. Life is a constant movement, like water.
Yeah.
So we have to see the elements that water is too, though, especially being in this land that we are.
Always moving.
That's all, but it can be changed. It can be frozen.
Yeah, it can be redirected. It can be, correct.
But it's healthy for us all.
Correct.
Right? It wouldn't be the combustible figure that it is if it wasn't, again. So that go back to law again, because it's essentially, if you understand, or when we put it out there for those that do, you know, it's land, air, and water. That's what it is. They're protecting the words indoctrinated in the Constitution in the land, air, and water. So that's the freeness.
Land, air, and water.
Yeah, law.
Okay. That's something new I learned.
Oh, well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
We're going to get to a few things.
You know what I mean?
1,000%.
That's something I learned.
1,000% love always.
So,
I'm here to bless you with these things because it's the same thing for me. If you ask anything of me, again, it's my truthful testimony Tuesday. There's not even like a thought of me not being.
So what you mean for some of the people out there? This is truthful testimony Tuesday. What do you mean when you say that? So some of the people can understand what do you mean and where you coming from when you say that.
So if you follow me on Facebook or you know me,
what's your platform? Let them know your platform.
I got the Facebook, Snap, Instagram. Oh man, how many forgetting those? I need to make them postcards and stuff.
One of the original OGs. You hear me? He say
I'm just on there. If you see love always in there somewhere, I'm in there. You know what I'm about?
So
that's what it is. Nothing but that.
Let them know. You know what I mean? Basically, what you mean by that. Elaborate on the Testimony Tuesday part.
Right.
You know
so through my trials and tribulations, I come back reborn. Now, as again, my name blessedly starting out is L.A. Jefferson Jr., but I've been spiritually reborn, and I am love always. And what I've built through the understanding of the rebirth spiritually, I've matriculated a valuable thought process daily and spiritual attunement calendar to live by.
Okay.
To keep me from just saying that.
So it's a spiritual calendar.
Yeah, it's attunement. That's what it's called. It's really a tap-in. So it's like an affirmation calendar. It's all that. You got a daily dedication. You got a weekly focus, a monthly mindset that'll all teach you or has taught me. And I've been doing this since 8/24/2020.
Okay. So you 6 years. You going up on 6 years.
You
Okay.
So it started actually on the Freedom Friday. So I was going through my trials and tribulations, seeking my freedom.
I understand.
So on this Friday, I'm like, oh man, I've been free before. I know what that looks like. Freedom.
I understand.
So on this Friday, I'm like, oh man, I've been free before. I know what that looks like.
Correct.
You just miss your dad.
Correct.
I know you got quality product. I know you
Correct.
You know this and that.
This and that. Yeah.
Right. And so mine was teaching that if you found somewhere to work in life, and what the quote used to say, if you're happy doing it, you don't have to work again in life.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So happiness was. I read One Upon a Time means that you have equal parts of love, power, fun, and freedom in your life.
Correct.
The relationships between social people, work, all that, intimate.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I used to teach it, I used to teach people, yeah, you found that in bartending because most people do love the bartending.
Correct.
You get the most interaction with the customers, and you got great responsibilities, and then your power. You know, you got again great responsibilities. You're the first person they really talk to if anything goes wrong, next to the manager type thing. So then, fun. Who don't want to have fun making money and meeting people?
Right.
So long story short, but your freedom is you can always walk away.
Right.
So essentially, before the trials, I was in my happiness state that now I had to figure out how can I get back to that.
Correct.
And so on that Friday, I'm like, man, this got to be something I got to do. So first, you got to get your mind back. So that was my first time being able to say, okay.
When you was incarcerated?
No, I was on the streets.
On the streets, okay.
Yeah, I was on the streets. I had just spoken to an attorney, was trying to make sure that I had a motion to dismiss it, and he was saying he wasn't going to put it in. I was firing him. So, okay. I know if they can't do it, that I can do it. And especially if I'm in the world. So now I got more resources, and I was trying to prepare for that. You know? But at the same time, on that Friday, when I started to think about my freedom physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm like, okay, that's what I got to do. I got to be free physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually to take on this war that I'm taking on anyway.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's a spiritual war every day for everybody anyway. But in this particular day, I'm checking in with myself. Like, this is where I got to get back to my happiness state.
Absolutely.
You feel
Absolutely.
me? So then I was like, waking up the next day, what's up? What am I going to do? Well, I ended up the next morning thinking about my scriptures and going back to where it all was written that comes from anyway.
Yeah.
So I locked in on Saturday, like, oh, well, Saturday and Sunday pretty much the same. Like I say, it's weekends, but it's still the holy days.
The holy days,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we'll put those together and we'll just study scripture and represent the Sabbath, celebrate the Sabbath. So it comes back on Monday, then I'm like, well, what am I doing on Monday? So now I'm thinking about what I could do to continue this same thought or pattern to set myself on a happiness state. And like, well, if most people think that Monday is the bad day, that's the day that they lock into themselves.
Like Monday usually is like one of them groggy days. Yeah. I don't want to get my week started. Right? Yeah, so you know what I mean? So I feel you when you say that. So, you know, on this journey, this spiritual journey, you know, there's a lot of things that you fixed, a lot of things that you still fixing, you know, a lot of things that you're correcting with yourself as we do as men. What is something that you can say that you've been through that has showed you how to open up and be who you truly know how to be with God? Like, birth. You know,
Birth. Yeah.
Okay.
I always tell people, bro, my birthday matters.
Your birthday?
Your birthday matters. All the numbers. I'm study the numerology within that. We'll get to that later. But
So okay, your birthday. Okay.
I was born 3/21/77.
3/21/77.
3/21.
So March 1st of 77.
When you say 3/21 usually.
3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Yeah, 3/21.
So March 1st of 77.
When you say 3/21 usually.
3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Yeah.
and to kind of get an understanding, like, you know what I mean, what's going on, where you at in your life, where you at, you know what I mean, where you going to, just so people can understand. I need the people to know who LA is, what's going on, what was the triumph that you had in your life that's changed everything. Let's talk to the people. Let's get into it. I need you to be, you know, just open, like, kind of let them know, like, what's transpiring with positivity. Not only what's in the past, what's transpiring, what makes you different from there to there. In that amount of time, what makes you different?
Growth. That's what makes everybody different. And my story ain't no different than somebody else's. So it's not
Correct.
like getting into my truth.
Correct.
I'm here to testify for God's truth.
Correct.
And what the
Correct.
equal balance of us all can have if we seek in the knowledge that we should be. Yeah, I've had things, and of course, if we talk about specific to Waterloo, yeah, 8/7/2019 changed my life forever, especially in this community.
For sure.
But 3/21/77 changed my life forever because it was my birthday. We all have a birthday every day, but in that day, in particular, without that day, now these days would even be
accounted for,
questionable.
Right. Right.
So, I mean,
so did you
when you like, for me, when I say these birthdays and things are important, when I say my youth was so exuberant that, yeah, I was locked in from birth, bro. I was locked in from birth. I was a premature child, born the youngest. 4 directly in the house, 8 extended, big family, All-Gale Gardens. If you know where Chicago All-Gale Gardens at, I mean, it's a community, bro. You only
Chicago, Chicago in the building.
Yes, indeed.
For sure. That's Chicago in the building.
Man, that's the second city, baby. What changed the time zone?
Yeah.
New York first and Chicago.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, you're going to find somebody from Chicago.
Right.
Across this map.
Yeah. That's safe to say.
But they boast like that. It's a city, big shoulders. You know what I'm saying? You're going to know you're going through something coming out. That's what I said, coming out. I'm the youngest. I'm getting picked on the scrawnies, all that. But I was fighting and surviving early
from the door.
From the door.
So if I had to ask, what are some of your goals? Like, what are some of your close, reachable goals? What are some things you looking forward to in the future, bro? After all of this is said and done, when you done, and you could put this in your past, you don't have to look back on anything that has to do with the community, anything that have to do jurisdiction-wise. What is your plans?
My plans are already as written. So I'm here with you, just representative of myself, but it's a bonding and building brigade. As I told you, it's what we're developing.
Absolutely.
And if you're developing the same energy and understanding with what I'm on, then you know, like, okay, this ain't nothing but a mole in the ground, and we still just get to that hump.
Right.
But I'm setting up the bonding and building brigade so we can intelligently, artistically, and truthfully speak about our social problems without guilt, fear, or denial, and be available as a real resource. So even going through my trials and tribulations, now building back through that, I see most of the touch is going to be legal,
right?
No matter what, because it's business, corporate, housing, all kind of contracts you're going to have to sign.
So and so, let me say this, and I say this because as a man, you know, I have a past too. You know what I mean? And we all have a past, but I understood at a point in time in my life that I wasn't actually ready to cross that throne of change until I knew factually I was able to talk about that.
Right.
So sometimes when I come in a circle with my brothers, I talk about my struggle on cocaine. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm in a circle of my brothers, I talk about my struggle with selling drugs. Sometimes when I'm in a circle of my brothers, I talk about the addiction my mom had for 25 years, which made me have the drive, the enthusiasm, and the will I have. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when I bring us to this table, you know what I mean, I want us to feel safe within the energy of our brotherhood, that we able to be like, this is what I've done. This is what I'm looking forward to. and you can do it too. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know that a lot of people believe that they can't do it. It's good to tell people or remind people that they can do it, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I get discouraged. You get discouraged. He get discouraged. We human.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if there's any, absolutely, absolutely,
that's the beauty in what it is.
Absolutely,
because it ain't accident. It's just like AA and any other program. I'm not asking somebody to do anything.
Absolutely,
what they want to do.
Absolutely, mine is it's your choice.
So over the years, never.
Mm-hmm.
It's already a principle that's
absolutely
written. So if you tap into it, it's not even your choice. It's your responsibility as who you are, especially as a black man. If you're a builder, you understand that your birth was to build. You ain't here to destroy unless you really just your nature ain't ready. It ain't right. Just the season ain't there.
I don't know because I think I feel like, and this is me playing devil's advocate. Okay,
yeah.
I feel like some people are here to seek and destroy. I feel that you wouldn't truly be tested on this earth if you didn't come in common knowledge of seeing people who plays only on the devil's side.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with that being said, it's taught me a lot. I understand where you're coming from, yes. But I just wanted to put that out there that, yes. You know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of people are meant to be gods. We walk, which means we walk like God, we talk like a God, we act like a God. And I may have said that in the wrong order, but we all know what I'm saying, right? But you know what I'm saying? I want people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying basically on the scheme of things, I've ran into people. I've been in common terms with people where their only job is to do the devil's work. But so bad to the point where kings like you and we can't be around them too long.
Right.
You know why? Because our energy don't match with their energy.
And you get that.
Yeah.
That's why you can walk into those rooms and you can get up out of there and you can see that that's still a freedom. You got that choice and that ability.
Yeah.
Even inside and behind the walls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might be limited spaces within a person, but I ain't about to get around him. I gotta go do this.
Yeah.
You ain't about to do time with somebody that's speaking about this every day and getting you down.
Yeah.
Just like you ain't gonna hang with a partner that's always at the bar and trying to fight or calling the girl this, doing,
for sure,
doing all that.
For sure.
We outgrow our youthful self. Again, this is why I feel the most important thing is like what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening to the youth now. Like I work with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
State.
Yeah.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
For sure.
My opinions. I gotta put that out there so they won't hey, you ain't telling me. But I work for the state and the youth training center.
Mm-hmm.
or training school where
state training school.
Yeah. But the kids are court adjudicated and they can be from whatever, 12 to 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And you put yourself in that space and time of what you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But you put yourself in that space and time where were you that young one that was more mischievous than what you were trying to do and study knowledge? Because me as a kid, I was studying knowledge early. Remember, I was the last one.
Yeah.
If you can pick on me, you can pick on me, but I'm outsmart you. I got this book over here. I know what you read.
I know what you
read. What you read better than you.
Right.
Almost.
Right.
It got to that point because I'd like to be up and aware. A fire sign, a water sign too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up and aware. I'm advantageous. But again, my name is L. First name L.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I had other things to go with it. Everything was simple for me already. Not simple in a way, it was just handed to me.
Yeah, like your name just L.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Yeah, for sure.
A is my middle name.
For sure.
But I'm a junior.
For sure.
I'm a seeding of a man that was already passed on to him.
Right.
So growth was already coming through my stem.
Through your I feel
my mother was a third. Her birthday is March, so I was born in the same sign as a preemie, almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of pushing and things that was already going on early. So when we soak things up, what I was telling you earlier about some of the things I'm trying to do, I'm attributing all these things to the brigade because at the brigade, what we're doing is raising awareness for mental health and children that are born with birth defects.
Yeah,
because mental health is effective of anybody from any age.
Yeah. And that's important too. I kind of want to get into that too, man. Mental health is very, very important, man. Especially in the Black community, man. I kind of want to put that out there. It's all over the world, but especially in the Black community, I really want to stress that we are the people that don't go get diagnosed, don't go get help, don't seek help.
I'm talking to somebody outside of somebody that's not in the family or not inside of what's going on.
I mean, but it all comes from, like I said, people being, "Oh, you crazy? You need help mentally," and the judging pushes people to not seek help. And if that's what judging pushes people to do, man, we gotta stop judging, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, me too.
Yes.
Me too, because mental and then this is the kicker. It's a lot of people that have mental health things going on, but they believe in their mind that they don't. They psych themselves out. Right. I've been one of them people before, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? That, to cross over a little bit, I've been one of them people that psych myself out. I don't need no help. I don't need to talk to nobody. I don't need to. But I really, you really do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Those are what I was speaking about on that Friday when that freedom came. Now I even shout out to Momentum here in Waterloo, Iowa.
Momentum, shout out to Momentum.
Where we get so specific to these smaller regions too when we talk government. So we can get into that too.
Right.
But you check in. They gave me the system of it. I kind of already understood it before, but it's pies. If you check in with yourself in the physical and how you physically feel, how you intellectually feel, how you feel emotionally,
correct,
how you feel spiritually, you get grounded.
Yeah,
easier, faster. But it's again, when we out here now, we talked about it earlier. We putting this information out there, it's gonna go right over your head anyway. So it ain't for everybody out here now. We talked about it earlier. We putting this information out there, it's gonna go right over your head anyway. So it ain't for everybody. Right up reason for being relative to son. So if our relationship would never go, then you wouldn't invite me to this platform to speak about anything.
For sure, that's important.
Right.
So my question: you work with the kids. Is there somebody that you took in the liking to that you feel that you can teach him or teach her some things about? Because, and why I say that is that, and on this platform we use no names. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
definitely
yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely use no names. But I just want to say, is it somebody, you know what I mean, a young one that you've took a liking to the fact where, you know what I mean, you want to kind of give them the Jews of, you know what I mean, where you was when you was their age type.
Right.
You know?
I think it's a collective, really, because it's the same with us. It's kids that are gonna get in and kids that ain't. You're gonna always be available for it. So mine is just being able to keep the spirit up in each and not let it be like a vampire to me where it sucks my energy out.
Right.
But it's just being available. Because if you think about it, just even on your shifts, they kind of get to know when you come in and all that. It's the availability and the things that, being there to show them. If you're there for a second, you're there for a second. But everybody know we all just pictures in the frame. We ain't gonna last forever.
Yeah.
So I'd be wrong if I just said, just one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't see them on. I work on an absolute one where you already behaviorally been wrong on these other side that now you're getting isolated over here. So typically they already feel as though they're in this low thought
Oh,
So I
yeah.
Kind of keep them on a high self-esteem first.
But and that's what I said to you earlier, bro. When we was talking, I said, bro, you really kind of like the high spirit type of dude, anyway.
Right.
Like even when you, and I ain't gonna lie, doing bids, being in prison, being locked up in the county, being locked up, I done had different elements with people where they made my time go by fast.
Right.
Only on the strength of your energy you bring.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just to show you that you could be at the lowest point of your life. You can have nobody in your corner. You could fail at everything you ever try at, but if you have great energy, you gonna be all right.
Right.
If you make everything else happy, and see, that's something that I do a lot too. I do that a lot. I find myself when I'm in my depression a lot, I try to do things to make other people happy because it make me feel
good.
Not
depression, it's isolation.
Isolation. Yeah. Okay, let's say isolation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's say isolation.
Especially you know what I mean? The things that you do, you have to be in isolation.
Absolutely.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Why do you choose to call it isolation rather than depression?
Because depression means your mind is already defeated. If we speaking these words to ourselves, we're gonna feel that energy.
I feel you.
So instead of putting that word into you,
I feel you. So isolation.
Use the word that the Most High gave you when He sent everybody into the world, or He sent Yahweh into the wilderness.
So
you got to.
Okay, so correction. When I'm in my isolation, I feel that I build off of positive energy that I put out. Right. Okay.
Because how are you going to all them negative things come at you outside your temple? You leave your temple every day and something hit you before you even get down the street. Bam, there's a negative energy here. Or living within it.
Yeah.
In your home.
For sure.
All those things, the vampires of energy really mean something. I can't, here we go back to the Tuesday. So Tuesday originated with it being from Monday. If I'm thinking about mono love and self-love, how do I love myself? How do I represent on Tuesday? Or now I can be there for somebody on Tuesday, some person, some place, something. Yeah. Remember, 2 is numerical. 2 is a place. Yeah. 2 is abundant.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. Well, getting fast forward to, as we say about the lockup and the programs that you go through when you are designed and you know you're trying to look for your message. We all got a message. We just have to find and tap it and say, "Oh, I get it. Let's go." And you take the next best resource and tap into that. Because it's already there for us. That's what we're giving the land for. Back to land, air, and water. That's what land is for. You're supposed to be developing God's people. You're not supposed to be doing anything else. There's no destroying supposed to be. You can be Amish, you can be Yiddish, I can be whatever.
We're supposed to be uplifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Building.
And when you live life like that, greatness comes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So it's a way. Remember, the Taoism teaches the way of the water. It's the Wu man, right? The Wu way. It's the way of God. It's the transference of that energy. Remember, again, we look and we seeking in this land of water. Lu. Are you watering the who? Who are you watering into? Are you watering into yourself? Or are you watering into these streets?
Right.
What's your value? Are you thirsty?
Right.
You can't be defeated without water. It's too flowish. It'll get you to too many things. You can heat it. Remember, you can freeze it. Remember, it's a current flow.
You can redirect the flow.
So you can't change it. It's the same of God. If you know you're chosen through the strain, you won't keep talking to people about if they claim to be Jewish, Islamic, or anything else.
Yeah.
You know, we're still the strain of the divine.
Yeah.
So let's entertain what's really going on is love. So when I say I would try walking 1,000% love always, I manifest abundantly because I know I'm not talking down on myself or anything near me. So I'm walking to make sure that.
But see, that's and that goes back, like I said, when you put out that good energy, you get that good energy back.
But again, that's the seeker in me, though. I was this way as a youth. The world is.
You've been that way all your life,
all my life. So the same way you're on the inside.
But that I can't lie, bro. I 1,000% agree with that. I've never like I've known you 30 years?
Yes, easily.
Johnson
Street, let's call it
easily. Johnson Street,
Waterloo,
first
Iowa.
Project in Waterloo, Iowa.
Yes.
So
the land.
I've never heard. See, I go off a resume, right?
Righteous.
And see, you get people that you hear a lot of things about, and you got to believe half of it, until you know the person. The human, they want to be like, oh, they said he do this. Oh, they said he do that, right? And then you get to meet this guy. He's nothing like this persona that people are putting out of him, right?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But to hear you say that statement, I think back, I've never heard anyone have ill will or say any like he was talking about me, or he been talking, or he thought he was the, I haven't. So that was another plus to why I brought you to the platform, because it's like, you know what I mean? We touching the people right now. Right. We reaching for the people right now. You know what I mean? And when I could bring somebody to my platform that has lived 48 years.
Yeah, got about
48 years.
5 more days.
Absolutely.
321,
so 321. Okay. 321. So to have somebody on the platform that's lived 48 years, you've known them for 30 of them.
Yes, for sure.
And you haven't physically heard anyone say, hey man, I don't like LA. Hey man, I don't really fool with LA. Yeah. That's like a gold star on your resume. You remember when we used to take them tests in school and we get the test back from the teacher and she write the little star with the smiley face in the corner and say, you're doing great. That's the type. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? Great job, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like it's not too many kings you come in tune with in this life, bro. That can say that, bro. Gratitude. That can say that, bro. That can walk around life and say, you know what I mean? He did this. He said that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's probably why I've been getting blessed so much, because my wife is like that. She's taught me to become like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been with her for 7 years, but she's taught me to become the man, like, stop always putting your tidbit in. Chill back. Be quiet. Right?
Righteous.
So now that I'm starting, I'm like, man, I ain't got the energy, right? So now my blessings is coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, my first blessing, I'm going to say, is not money. People always think when you say a blessing, it's cash. Oh, he said a blessing. It's money. You know what I'm saying? My health is great. You feel what I'm saying? My health is grade A. Right? My health is grade A.
Yes.
COVID has had 2 strands. I've never caught one.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm rich in relationships.
Yes.
I'm rich in relationships.
Yes.
I can go.
Now we typing it down.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can talk and get in rooms where, you know what I'm saying, other people can't, because my mission and my mind is different.
That's right.
But it's taken me a couple years to get here. You know what I mean? And I'm still going, but it's taken me 2.5 years to get where I'm at right now.
But you're there.
I'm there.
You're still building?
I'm still building. Yeah. But it's just like, it took me that long to be able to be like, baby, I ain't going to say nothing no more. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I ain't going to move like that no more. I'm going to be back. I'm going to duck back. I'm going to be seen, not heard. For sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? So, with saying that, it's kind of like that's the type of leadership I'm trying to push to our young kings.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, regardless of whatever you decide to do, right? We hope that it's positive.
Right.
By all means, we're hoping that it's going to be positive first. Okay. But whatever you decide to do, be good, be humble, be graceful, be thankful, have faith, believe in, put God first. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it becomes, sometimes it gets hard because sometimes you feel defeated.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially when you're younger, because you're dependent on someone else to make your life good. You're dependent on parents. You're dependent on your teachers. You're dependent on those friends to pick up the phone when you call them. So it's so much dependency when you're a child versus being an adult. But I want to clarify this. if them dependent needs aren't met, you still thrive for them as a young man, as a man.
Yes. That was you took the words out of my mouth.
You get what I'm saying?
To actually have an effective conversation when you can listen and not try to overbear the messages.
Mm-hmm.
You saying the same? I was about to not interrupt.
Yeah.
Waited patiently.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, because
be exact, and that's how we get into our cycles, though.
Yeah.
But the thing that I value now is the thought of being able to do lineage classes, so that when we redevelop again, what I'm trying to do is reprogram thought as love being self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say karate is empty hands, right?
Right.
So it's perfect for poor people.
Mm-hmm.
Dead prayer said it.
Mm-hmm.
But to take action in it is a loving way. So if I'm giving love, I have to be actionable to receive love. Otherwise, I'm just giving.
You're just giving. Power punching. Yeah.
I ain't receiving nothing.
Correct.
But that's open arms. That's how you really defeat anything that's coming outside of that. Every other which way you can put the heart goes into that after that, right? Because you can connect the two. Same as us. Same as all. Mm-hmm. All is looking for the strain is going to get there. You're going to get there no matter what you tap into. Mm-hmm. Buddhism, Judaism, no matter what it is.
Yeah, the mission is the same.
It's the same.
Yeah. Just different paths.
Different paths. But it's bonding and building with like minds. So I said the bonding and building brigade is about building with those, because I believe we have a structured bond anyway through the divine. But I'm only saying I know the responsibility within that is to build. And I'm not here to tear nobody down.
Right.
So yeah, when we talk about if I went through my troubles is my troubles. But I've never run from my past. I can't run from my future. I can't do nothing but lead up to every day, staying about what I'm supposed to be doing to get home safe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I want to ask you a question. Like I caught something that you said when you was talking about us not being destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't it true that we first must destroy our old self and to become to a higher self?
That's the rebirth.
That's the rebirth.
That's the rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's again the 9 in it.
Right.
Everything in numerology teaches, or in the 5% vocabulary.
Before you can destroy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
You got to get to 8 before you can get to 9.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the birth. Is the 9. So now you putting things into existence. And you're like, all right, well, I'll do this again. Like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Then get back to it. Pick you up so I can pick her up so we can pick we up. Mm-hmm. There ain't no discussion about it. Same again. In Taoism, what is teaching? The same energy. Catholicism, the same things. All of them is teaching the same thing, how to be there better for each other. But not just for each other, how to praise and be graceful daily about the testimony that we receive when we get the gift of knowing that we got this great source, that we ain't got to fight about this in this land. This land is ours.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're Jewish, G. So am I.
Yeah.
All right. All the time. Then I hit it with the
shout out, man. I appreciate them hearts, man. Shout out to my TTG family. Follow me on YouTube, Behind Closed Doors, ENT. I got my big homie here, LA Jefferson. We just feeding it.
Junior, baby. See, I
Junior.
You put that
Junior.
on there, you know, all right?
LA Jefferson Junior.
To the lineage.
Giving homage. Absolutely. So on to this path, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What could you, if you had to give a message to the youth, what type of message would you give them? What would you say? Like if you had to direct and put something into words, what would be your direction?
Lead with love, always.
I love that.
That's all it is.
I love that.
When you lead with love, everything else is going to open up.
I love that.
Ain't nobody coming at you. Anybody talking to you, run up on them, looking all like that. You know what I'm saying? Mugging in the face. You smile at somebody, they're going to smile at you. They wave at you. They don't get mad.
Correct.
Just maybe they don't like their smile.
Correct.
That's all.
And that's big. That's major. You said that because I had an episode, a couple episodes ago, and it was about basically, knowing your role, knowing your position in life. You know what I mean? Which mean, like you say, lead with love. But I was saying more or less like, get out the way if you're not living that life no more. If you're not living that life no more, don't participate in that life if you're not living that life. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And because no,
it's
no,
okay to be on the porch.
No, yeah. But I'm saying
if you want to code something,
no. But see, but no. What I'm saying with that is that, you know what I mean. When you say lead with love, you know what I mean. I'm saying basically you got to still know your role, because a lot of times you can lead with love, and there again, that person there open up to that person there sent to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? And in the purest form, when you love, you can love the enemy.
You have to
always.
Do you understand? But do you feel what I'm saying?
But when you lead in love, that's why I say when you lead with love, because when you lead with love, the devil's already defeated anyway. Because that's the purpose of the devil anyway, is to get you not to love. Don't love yourself. Don't love your God. Don't love your neighbor.
Nobody.
Don't love nothing.
Right.
That's a destroyer.
Right.
So when I say none of us are sent to destroy, that's the message. That's for sure.
For sure.
Ain't nothing came out of that strain that was built to destroy.
Hold on, man. Let's give him some round of applause for that, man.
You the conquer thing is, as kings and rulers, well, we are not destroying anything. We're just questing within the land. We've given this brick, grass, things for us to build with anyway. You can't build a temple without bricks.
Correct.
Can't feed the cattle without grass.
Correct.
So, but it's all here for us. It's meant from the birds in the sky to oxen on the ground.
Yeah, and I feel that, bro.
But the same with the knowledge of it, though.
Yeah.
The knowledge of just being, again, if I wasn't understanding now that I was so eager then to learn and build myself, I wouldn't have been able to fight as much as I have with dealing with legal situations, especially legal situations, again, in a small government. Legalism in a narrow government is different than in a large city.
What you mean by that?
Things aren't,
break it down.
Things aren't as apt to have resources for you. That's basically what it is. So when you're in a small government area, most things are still always going to be ruled by the government. So you can't sometimes defend yourself in ways that larger cities do. They have more people that are available with resources, like what we're trying to do. Some of the kids here don't know this because they don't have a resource or a place for them to go to be able to say, bro, I don't want to sell dope. I don't want to gang back. Could I look to you for, bro, I don't want to sell dope. I don't want to gang back. Could I look to you for and you start getting into sports, they know you're good from a young age.
Right.
So where's that protection at, though, in this small community? As you said, most things here are either judged from a person from outside, because I know my social security number don't match in Iowa's social security number.
Correct.
So when you come to this island in Iowa and your social security number don't match, they're like, oh man, what? No, you're a stranger. You know you're a stranger. I'm just saying. Oh, you didn't want the truth. Oh, I forgot. I told you it's Tuesday, bro. It's the testimony. I'm not here to tell you nothing, no lie, bro.
I hear you.
I'm just telling you.
And that's and I feel you know, I ain't not to cut you off, but I agree with that totally. And that's kind of like why me and my lady been situating, getting ready to move, because I feel like, you know, what I'm doing and reaching back to these kids and this youth, you know, I don't have enough black men my age, black men that know where I came from, that we came from the same place, to step in with us and say, let's do this for them kids. You know why? Because the first thing in your city they see when they see you is what you used to do.
Yes. You can't get past that.
You can't get past that black eye.
No.
So, you know, and
if you do, you better be in the pulpit and running straight and narrow.
And if you if you do, you have
Go to
to.
John Deere and don't
If
get
you
laid
do,
off.
you have to either be popular or move.
No,
You know what I
popularity
mean?
is what.
Popularity is what
Popularity
kills
is what
the
you was always talking about. With
popularity is what kills the cat, man.
Nobody, man, you don't know you unless you don't spend time with me and got to understand who I am. Remember, my name is just L, but when you attach the A with it, it becomes a nickname and nobody know nothing. So you're talking about popularity.
Yeah.
Most popular name in the city.
Yeah.
Nobody know the strain. Very few, I should say, not know.
But that's the thing that your name is known. We known, right? But but it's different between popularity and being known. Okay. But are we known? And see, because you know, and I struggle talking to a few people. You know, I first started my youth group, Leaders in Training with the Lit Boys last year. We started, our first day was April 19th, you know. And so
you doing good.
You have been doing good, consistent basis. Right now we had a little downtime, be it the cold, the weather. It's not allowing me for transportation, be it to say. I started, the first thing I hear is, do you got insurance? Do you got a degree? Do you got this? I had to stop a man, and I told him, I said, I got a degree. My degree is real life situations I've been through. You understand what I'm saying? I have a PhD in the streets. If anybody needs to lead a at-risk kid, a kid that's out here knocking windows out, got weed in his pocket, riding around with a gun, I did that. You know what I mean? You talk to somebody who went to prison at 17, I did that. I lived that. So, you know, when I say that, I say it's like people will see your vision, but they don't believe that you really with that vision. Right. They think you on something else.
Yeah.
They don't know that that's really what you chasing for. So I said to my woman, I said, man, you know what? I'm getting to the point where I just want to move. I want to go somewhere else where people not guiding me for who I used to be.
Yes.
But they're guiding me for how I'm presently walking, how I'm acting, how I'm not responding, how I'm being mature, how I'm staying out the street, what the assets I can be to your child in your community. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I have some, I'm not going to lie, I've been blessed. I have some sisters out here. I have some people out here who trust me with their kids, that, you know what I mean, to drive all the way across Waterloo to make sure that I get, you know what I mean, a child for an event or whatever. But then when it comes to the black eye, you got the people in the background that's talking. Or you got the parents like, oh, you know, I'm gonna take him out. I'm not gonna put my kid in there. I'm gonna take my kid out the program. He not providing what I need. See, when it comes to us as men too, I want to bring that out there. When we working with them kids, let us work.
Yeah, definitely.
You get what I'm saying? If you please let me work with them kids. Mama, let me work with them kids. You see what I'm saying? Because when I'm teaching them something from a man's perspective, something as a mentor, something you can't give, that's you see what I'm saying? It's something I'm giving him that he could take forever. Let me work. You know what I mean?
It's a message that can't be sent or received the same.
Absolutely.
You can't take and make that vein leak and be like, oh, you can't straighten it up. You can. You can say it all you want to. It's still ain't the same when it starts growing and doing all that.
Yep.
And even in the falsified knowledge, not falsified, the feminated knowledge that women put in children to build a young man, he has to have a bond with his kids. So if kids don't have a good relationship with another male kid, of course the feminine energy is gonna take over for him anyway. That's overtaking us all with our thought process.
Right.
There we go.
Right.
So when you celebrating the small victories and paying gratitude, I like to do my mantras in water anyway. So the sour I speak from the heart first to get to the mind. That's what we all do. Then our eyes open up. Start smelling better, start speaking better, start listening better. Ain't nothing better than hearing nothing in the morning but the birds.
Peace.
They give you every verse before your eyes even open.
Peace.
Right?
Peace.
Your mouth started to speak, you started to close it more. The knowledge started to sink in better. Because you started closing your mouth, you started listening to things.
Mm-hmm.
You like talk about things all the time.
Right.
But when there are these social problems that we do talk about, when there needs to be discussions, we don't have to be just speaking about them. This is actually something the brigade moves things forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a brigade because we just getting together as a group. I don't need an AA meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I need an active and affirmative right now.
Absolutely.
And let's get at it.
Let's get at it.
And that's what these kids want to see, though. And
Mm-hmm.
anybody else is coming up, especially in this community here. We were already rated number one in the nation for worst community for Black people.
Mm-hmm.
So if the nation wasn't paying attention, you better definitely better understand that the state paying attention, because you can go to any jail, any prison in Iowa and see Black Hawk County all over that thing.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
And federal penitentiary in the United States as well.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes. In there.
Yeah.
In there.
That's a fact.
But how is it the 4/5 smallest in the state?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't tell you that in the prison system. I've only went to prison from the city, so I can only speak about it from that.
But I'm gonna be honest to you, when we speak like that though, we kind of are put in the rim of doing nothing but going to jail. And let me say this, okay? Coming from prison, if you don't have a good girl or good family support, you're gonna fail and you're gonna go back.
You're going down.
So let that be the note to our community, to our Black young men. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you don't have and that's kind of like what I've been reaching for. That's where it started at with the kids. That was something I talked about once the kids I started to mentor the kids. I can gradually get over to, something going on with the DOC, Department of Corrections, probation, where we could talk to these people, giving them outreaches, giving them resources so they ain't failing. We setting them up to fail when you tell them, go get a job. And we know 70% of Waterloo jobs ain't hiring felonies that just got out. The only one reason they gonna hire you is because you got 314 East 6th Street on your application. Work release facility, and they know they promise that you'll have to come to work every day.
Well, you know what you said to even tap on and get into the work release. When you say the best resources of people with this community got to stay there and be there for their family, guess what? You got a brother, probably a sister, probably a cousin. They probably in trouble. Ain't but one person in your family on the house.
Yeah.
So everybody can't fit on this one deed
to
get everybody out of jail.
And that's a fact.
So hold on again.
That's a fact.
So now we're talking about again. The family's getting tired down because of the same old system. Well, you can't get Junebug out because Dontre or D-Day or B-Bay in there.
Yeah, but and you're right.
Where are we supposed to be as the activators of the knowledge that is incorrect? But how does that look on the map?
Because over 60% of prison inmates are recidivism, are people that's reoffended. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, that goes to person. That goes to personal as much as it is systematic.
Yeah. So now you get a Black brother, or you get any brother. It don't matter what color you is. You come home from prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have something set up to where they're designing to help prison inmates. Not none of that Rick Morris, all that running around and all that. That stuff don't do nothing.
You get programs.
You get programs. Yeah. You get assistance. I see people out here that's been released from prison 6 months still wear the same clothes they had in prison.
Now I get that. So that's again going back to.
So what do it push you to? No. Listen. Yeah. Where do it push you to as a hustler?
Going back to what you know to get that bag, because I ain't finna be out here looking like
right
that.
Now. The resources in the community are very slim. They're very slim. We don't have, and let's go back to the work release. People coming home from prison, right? We don't got vouchers for Goodwill. We don't got vouchers for, no, but listen, I'm just giving out solutions, brother.
Yes.
We don't have vouchers from people who have been home for less than 60 days to go to Goodwill to get at least 3 to 4 outfits so they can go to an interview and look good without prison jeans. We don't have them resources. We don't have no resources for inmates coming home for hygiene. We don't have them resources for inmates coming home with no insurance, dentists, terrible.
Now those are more of it, because that hygiene and stuff. If they've come home and been inside, they should have been practicing better principles inside to know how to act when you get out here.
No,
act accordingly. Hold on, the act accordingly though when you get home is where we would like the group as a code of conduct, because it goes further than a halfway house. A halfway house or anything like that, so it's still controlled by the state.
Correct.
But we have either a post or preventative ways that you can balance out that recidivism.
So you go to jail.
Post and preventative, so preventing people from even catching these cases.
Correct.
Or getting them on the knowledge of slowing yourself before you get into that role. Because the role is just repeating and repetitive. The operation is there. They set the cycle there for you to fail. We can
for sure
debate that all day.
For sure, that's absolutely true.
It's right. It's a fact, and the fact is, what are you willing to do something about it? Are you willing to educate yourself enough with whatever it is? Remember, it's either the physical you, the intellectual you, the emotional you, or the spiritual you.
Right.
Oh, all four is going to really balance you out and have to get you to understand who you is. But it's a common choice. It's our common freedom. We are equal in the same, ladies, men, and all things. But some have been, our DNA been too tied down, or they've been too thought of as less than themselves in the self-esteem level. So you want to rebuild through self-esteem by showing the love. Love is just a sense of belonging. If we can show these people they belong to this group that we want to build through the heart and tell you the truth, yeah, we all messed up. And not just at one point in time we caught this criminal thing and some other thing. No, we messed up from DNAs and trains these
Correct.
things. And put,
Correct.
And that's particularly within our community. But to know that means something to how you move now, your psychology changes when you say, and when we speak things, when you say you're not depressed and you isolated, you feel better knowing I'm isolated to talk, to renew myself, to rejuvenate. I can't cast myself out as a positive energy if I didn't renew myself yesterday.
Correct.
We won't look good to the world tomorrow from YouTube to TikTok and anywhere else if we didn't build a great structure of love today.
Yeah, but you have to be programmed to know how to do that.
You
have to learn how to do that.
It's karate.
Yeah.
Receptive to the love.
Correct.
You ain't got to do nothing. We're not talking, again, AA don't tell you to charge you anything but a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
All we're going to do is sit down and tell you can intelligently, artistically, and truthfully speak to me about whatever social problem you're having without guilt, denial, or fear of anything.
But how many people you know can do that? It's rare.
Yeah, the hardest thing to do is ask for help.
Yeah. So for rejection.
We can't take
so what I'm saying is, So what I'm saying is when you reaching for them brothers, when you reaching for them,
hold on.
Listen. Let me finish.
You want to throw it out there first, because it's not going to tap in. Everybody says, I'm not reaching for none of it. If you ain't tapping in, you ain't understood nothing I said when I'm sitting down here. I ain't talking to you then.
Correct.
That's obvious.
Correct.
That's obvious.
Correct.
So I'm talking to the people that want the knowledge so we can go further as
people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We are the guiding light that's supposed to be here anyway to show that the dominance come through our strain anyway. And the better off I can tap into that energy through my ancestors, the better off I can be for this community in the world. Because I know the world is just the place that I'll take my stand.
Those who ain't listening, you ain't speaking to.
No, not at all.
He's not supposed to.
You done shut me up when you saw my name or anything else.
He ain't supposed to.
You might see the glasses. You might see the head.
He ain't supposed to.
On that
I'm just speaking from from the perspective of being lost first, bro. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from the angle of being lost first. How to figure, I'm saying what you say is totally facts. But if I'm lost, sometimes I can't be found. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. If I'm lost, sometimes I can't be found.
You don't want to be found.
No. Listen to what I'm telling you. If I'm lost, sometimes, that means sometimes, not all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I cannot be found.
I don't want to be found.
No, you want to be found. You just can't be found. You so deep in what you know. It takes listen. I'm gonna say something. It takes one person, right, to pour into another person that they take a liking to learn what they need to learn
of righteousness.
Right.
Yeah. So if I ain't feeling you, I ain't listening to you. If you don't know what you're talking about, I ain't listening to you. If you ain't dressed like me, I ain't listening to you.
Absolutely.
If your hair ain't cut, we ain't listening to you. Y'all draw? Y'all draw?
Yes,
okay. So I'm saying that, you know, if we not reaching for that person, and sometimes we ain't gonna get them all. You know, we not gonna get them all.
Yeah.
But to reach is more important to not ever reach at all.
Right. To extend the hand.
To extend the hand.
Than to shut them down.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I say that because, you know, there's been a lot of times where I've said things to the young kids, or I've said things to other brothers, and I diffused their thought. I've seen people get. I did it. I've seen it. I've seen it. You see what I'm saying? I've seen where somebody has addressed me with pure malice in his heart, right? And I've said something and changed his whole mind.
Kill him with kindness.
Kill him with kindness. He don't even know how to draw to me no more, right? So I do good with reaching for people anyways. I like to give people resources and outreach sources, because when I was in that predicament, the only outreach I had was to sell drugs that I thought.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
You understand what I'm saying? But I was lost and I couldn't be found, and nobody stepped up. Sometimes I couldn't be found, and nobody stepped up to say, "Hey, this the way you do this, bro."
Right.
Hey, I don't like that person. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? There was times where sometimes people would see me, and how many times we drive around and you see a person taking groceries or picking up something and struggling with it, and we still ride past, right? Right? That's with real life. That's with real life. That's with real. There's people that sometimes need your help and just sometimes want you to stop the car and help them, but you didn't give that hand.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm in the element right now with my life, bro. Even if you need my Jews or you don't, I'm gonna give them to you.
Righteous.
I'm not gonna go out my way,
right?
But I'm gonna give them to you. Yeah. And then when you leave, you're gonna think about it, because everybody think about what they just left from doing, right? And you're gonna say, man, I just seen Mitch at the store, and he told me such and such and such and such. Man, let me call him, because it's stuck with you now.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just gotta say something to people to make it stuck with them. Like my brother-in-law, he in a facility. I say things to him all the time to make it stick with him. Now, Jalen, you know, no name dropping, but bro, you know you out here. You know what I mean? You know you got to get your stuff together. You need help finding a job, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
He got a job.
Yeah.
Right? You need a ride from there, because I'm gonna make sure you get to where you need to get. Call my phone. I'm gonna help you. Right? How many people when you was in them shoes said that for you?
Man, wish I had some.
So not only so now that my brother-in-law, he at the age where I remember where I was at, I'm trying to help him so when he gets to my age, he could say, man, my brother-in-law sure was there.
How to reach back.
He reached back. You get what I'm saying? He reached back. And it's few and far between people that don't have them people that reach back.
Right.
That's why
people that miss it.
You're gonna have people that miss it. But you're gonna have people that keep getting sentences, and in our mind you say, man, why he keep going to jail? Because he don't got brothers like us.
That's why.
He don't got brothers like us.
Right.
That don't make him to hold him accountable. That's it. This year, that's the hardest thing to ask for is help. So from now for the way I live my life is that I don't want to be around people who can't hold me accountable.
Right.
You can't say, bro, you bogus.
You can't say, bro, you wrong. You shouldn't have did that. You can't be in my element, my energy.
But ain't that factors going towards the family and the guidance from the youth again?
Absolutely.
Congratulate you again for building from the seed. Because it took that way from when we were taking from our father.
No, I had to learn that. I'm going to tell you.
On your own.
On my own. Right. On my own, because I didn't have brothers like y'all when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I had to acquaint myself. I had you, but you grown. You already been bigger than me. You 8 years older than me. So I grew up with this brother. Been knowing him for 30 years. When it came to a peak part of my time where I'm becoming a teenager to a man, my support system is probably, you know, people move and come in and out your life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you got brothers like us and we see somebody You done seen a youngin in the store? Come on, man. We ain't gonna do that in here, man.
For real.
We ain't gonna do that in here. You doing all that, man. I'm sorry, Miss Lady. I know this your son. Man, don't do your mom like that. Don't treat your mom like that in public.
Right.
I grew up off morals where we already knew not to treat my mama like that in public.
Not to treat mama like that at all. Period.
Not to treat like mama like that at all.
Period.
So basically, you know what I mean? I say that to say sometimes I done been locked up with brothers that ain't never had that. I'm one of them. I ain't never had no structure as far as a big bro, a big cousin, somebody reaching back for me, but I knew how to love.
Right.
I knew how to love always.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yes,
so that's why I live the way I live. That's how I know how to reset and refocus and regrind.
Yes.
I know how to pull myself back and say, that ain't the way we going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said what I said when I said about reaching back to Archon. Is people come from prison. I got a little homie, man. He just got released from prison. This is a true story. He went to prison in 2012 when he was 18. His mama just called me. She in Chicago right now. She just called me. She said, hey, guess what? I said, what? My baby coming home. He be home next Thursday. He did 14 and a half years straight. He went in at 18. Right?
Yeah.
And the important thing is that when you come home, you act like the same way you did when you left. That's a big fact.
Yes.
Nobody say,
especially if you come back to the same playground.
If you ever did, yeah, absolutely. If you come back to the same playground and you left when you was 19, 20, 22, you're going to act the same way, do the same stuff as a 20. You could be older.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you stuck in your mindset.
Yeah.
Right. And so I told her, I said, have him call me when you get home, man. Because my questions that I have for him as a young black man is, what's your plans? I want to know. I want to know what's your plans. You my partner. I ain't talked to you in about 10 years. But I know you did 14 and a half straight. Probably 15, right? What's your plans? What's your plans, bro? You going to Chicago. She said, no, we ain't in Chicago. I asked her on the phone because that was one of my questions. I said, y'all in Chicago still? Excuse me. She said, no, I'm in Indiana. Same difference. Same difference, right? And so my question is to him is, what's your plans, bro? Because I mean, a man with no plan is a man that fails.
Yeah. Yeah.
A man with no plan is a man that fails. I promise you. If you don't have a plan, you're gonna do something that you ain't had planned.
Write it down
and follow through with it. You know what I mean?
I tell them when they leave from where I'm at, and even in my system, I teach you start out as a turbulent. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
But just go slow.
We appreciate them hearts, man.
Get out there and take it slow.
Thank y'all. Shout out to the TTG
You're
family.
gonna feel like everything around you is going
so fast.
Sit.
Flashing.
So fast.
Sit. I know, but you gotta sit.
But
yeah, tell me. I be up and moving. It's life. You want to move, ain't it? You got a heart that's beating. You want to get up and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to be sitting there. I can sleep when I'm gone.
Sleep when I'm gone. Yeah.
R.I.P. me. Rest is good, but I gotta be able to know I'm functioning in life. So we burn ourselves out like that. Same as we burn ourselves out by being with other people or being available all the time for other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when we have so many responsibilities, we definitely tap into so many other.
That's crazy. He said that.
Man.
No, it is because I said that before the new year came, I said this year I'm gonna be so hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so hard to get a hold of, so hard to be valuable and reach out to, because only on the strength of is because nobody right here can pick up the phone and call owner of Target. Nobody.
Right.
Nobody right now can pick up the phone and talk to Elon Musk or the man who made Apple. Nobody right now, right?
First of all, I want to holler at Killer Mike. I don't even want to talk to them guys. Me and Killer Mike got some things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Killer Mike. You get a hold of this, bro. I got you. You know what I'm on.
And see,
everything, Black Banks, everything about our people,
everything about it, right? Knowledge. And that's my thing, though. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta, and I said that. I said, man, I gotta stop making myself so accessible to people who Just in general, quit being available.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna be friendships that fall off, right?
Right.
I know, no, they may be. Because no, on some real, and let's be for real. Even when you elevate, you really lose true friends.
Oh yeah.
No, you do. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you it's part of the growth. It's part of the growth. And it's lonely at the top, not just financially. It's lonely when you're making the best choices for your life and your life only. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you change throughout the trimester of your life and you lose some of the things that intrigue to you, right, on your spare time, some of them people that's around you not gonna be there no more. The ones who stay are truly your friends.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's all I'm saying.
Correct. But then when you get to an element where you just doing something great, sometimes you're not going to be accessible for your friend. You may not see a friend for a year or two. You still my best friend, but I ain't seen you for 2 years, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That don't make me not your friend.
No. It don't. It don't.
So that's what
It don't. It just
gonna always be.
we gonna always exist.
Always to the end.
Okay.
At the top of the
Yeah.
mountain.
Yeah.
I done been around you from your downs to your ups.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I ain't went
Absolutely.
You ain't
Absolutely.
went nowhere,
No,
bro.
no, we haven't, bro. But we're not accessible for each other as we were. And listen to me.
Shouldn't be.
And no.
Because
You
we
should,
doing different things.
absolutely, bro. But listen, with time and you not being accessible, with time and you not being accessible, you are friends, but you're not as close, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So some people gonna be like, well, that's my homie, that's my brother, but we just ain't talked in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I just want to be rich with the relationships of who I'm around. I just want to have, you know what I'm saying, that general relationship, because I had all the people I thought was my friend when I had drugs.
What was your key word that you just said?
When I had drugs.
No.
Thought was my friend.
Yeah, I heard it.
When I had drugs. The key word was the whole sentence. I had a lot of people around me when I thought I had friends. The whole sentence was key. Because I had drugs.
Said I had a lot of drugs.
You see what I'm saying?
Attracted a lot of people who really were my friends.
No.
But they were around me.
No, because I said exactly how I was gonna say it.
Oh, I get it. You know.
Because them are the people now that has conflicted a problem.
In Houston.
No, listen, no. Let me start over. Them are the people now who have conflicted a problem. Not because they was because they was using me, but mainly because now you don't got what I need. So now I don't like you. You draw what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
There goes the making up.
There goes the making up the lies. Now you know, because all it takes is one person. Now you got 6, 7 other people that's gonna draw to that one person. We got a movement.
But remember, the best thing you said about that in those times is you were in misery.
In misery.
When you're in misery, the company
gonna come.
Anyway.
You're right. I like the way you put that.
Now when you up in your elevator,
I like the way you put that.
This
You feel me?
That's all it is.
Talk to him.
So you was in misery.
You was in misery.
Absolutely.
Moving in misery.
We talk about love, happiness, and all those.
You're going to attract
what it is. That's it.
Yeah. For sure.
They said a beat on the ass, a fly while you still sticking with that shit. You go to all this stinking ass shit. We got all this honey over here.
Right.
We the same kind of, in a way. Yeah. But you choose to be that way. You smell what you smell. I smell what I smell. I like roses not because of the way they smell, but they have thorns.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they went through something
to get here.
That's deep.
Weathered through the storm.
Right.
Ain't that what they do?
They weathered through the storm.
I'm just saying.
You like roses because they have thorns, not because they smell good.
No.
Most people like roses because they
smell good.
Right. Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly. They smell good to who?
Yeah. I like sometimes they say back up. Yeah. Love hurts just as much as it do.
You rub me
feels
wrong.
appreciated.
I'm let you know you rubbing me wrong.
Yes.
If you grab me the wrong
tender.
Way,
Be gentle.
Be gentle.
Right. Because if you grab me the wrong way, you're going to feel
it. Pain.
You're
going to eat it. Same as your words when you speaking in derogatory terms. Not just to other people, to yourself.
For sure.
Right? I had to tell you, for
sure.
My bad, brother. I can say, nigga, I can get so excited, nigga, to everybody, nigga.
Yep. For sure.
I'm still in endearment about it.
Right.
But I'm trying to be in my better ways. Just
Better
practicing
ways.
mindfulness matters.
Right.
It's not a celebrated spirit anymore. What wasn't in the beginning, as we do, we turn everything into an opportunity. That adversity that we've gone through wasn't because we couldn't do shit. Because they know we can go through shit and come out like gold, like diamonds,
Right.
as
For
we
sure.
are. So when you're building upon the heart and through the strain, you're gonna go further than anybody that's trying to be deceptive on the outside. Babylon wasn't built in a day.
Right.
It was more powerful than Rome.
Right.
You just said that, man. I just seen my therapist the other day, and I got this little thing
Yep.
from
That's
these
true.
little things.
Yep. They little quotations,
And,
Affirmations?
this one
affirmations.
right here,
What it
that one
say?
right there, kind of it ties.
My worth isn't defined by my outcomes.
For sure. It's like that's like when I heard that, I'm like, it's a legacy.
My
Right?
worth isn't defined by my outcomes. That's dope.
You can't never let those circumstance be and define you.
Yeah.
So we ain't when we talk about what I've been through, we all have been through it, especially when you got to whatever ages you have. You passing cycles in life.
For sure.
It's hard early on getting through because you don't
Yeah.
know that you're depending on others.
Yeah.
And you pass into something
We
else.
should stop saying that we're a product of our environment because we can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
That's
For sure.
saying to yourself that
You stuck in your
I don't care
element.
about my community. You have to
You
care
know?
about your community because you care about you.
Yeah.
You are part of something that's bigger to the whole. Or we might not get it because neighbors don't bring over pie and stuff like they do in Mayberry or whatever.
Mhm.
But we bring over gifts. Like we're supposed to be able to be traditional amongst those unifying beings. Like I said, Jewish, Yannicka, in Milwaukee, everything's a week. Summerfest, you know what I'm saying? You got Jewish week, Polish week, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's ethnicity is celebrated.
It's celebrated. Yeah.
Yes. And that's all it is when you transfer love to folks.
And but see, that's my thing though. See, because I'm telling y'all now, I'm doing podcasts, I'm doing content in Florida when I go next week. I'm reaching out to people who I don't know because they're more prone to supporting the element. I'm just blessed to have brothers on here, but that I do know. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is when I go to Florida, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm finna go out there, grab content when I'm out there.
Be you one of those ones that just during the,
I am. I got my mics, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out there, do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And then after we come back from Florida, we got another trip we gonna take, you know what I'm saying? Because we trying to figure out where we gonna migrate to.
Good.
So the next trip gonna be Arizona.
I might have some questions you can throw them about the state of Iowa because
and that's what I wanted. That's where kind of what I was aiming towards. You know what I mean? I kind of want to know how people feel out there versus out here. What's the draw? What's the difference? You know what I mean? What do you enjoy being out here opposed to being, you know what I mean? Other places. You know what I'm saying? I'm really expired.
My folks that ain't left. That ain't left there. They ain't coming up to no snow. You
and
Iowa. I'll come out in the summer.
Idaho. Yeah. And see that, and so I want to be different with my content because I have reached out to people, but I'm a strong believer in to stop reaching out. Right? Stop reaching out. And if those people that you reached out so dearly for start reaching to you, them the ones that truly love you. Them the ones that needs to be in your circle. You get what I'm saying? And so I stopped reaching out to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I had posted a status. I wanted a lot of content pertaining to people growing like we doing now, people making mistakes and changing their element. You know what I mean? Talking to the youth, the black community or young kids, just in any type of community. I try to get a few people on the platform and all I had got is a few runarounds. So in my mind, I think outside the box. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna think outside of Waterloo. Now it's gonna be I'm hard to get a hold of. Now it's gonna be a few and far between can get on the platform. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm only aiming for those certain type of people. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I appreciate you for being on here, bro. That was major. You know what I'm saying?
To be here.
For sure, man. You know what I mean? We got to do it some more, man.
But to tap in and go off before you hit us all, make sure as you building this that you do. You reference your rooting
for sure
from Waterloo.
For sure.
But you are so much better building through if you're not gonna be here longer, whether
for
this state has other because you can talk about this city as it looks when you go out and visit Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and all those other.
No, I'm a for sure rep Waterloo. That's first.
Already.
You know what I mean? I'm a rep Waterloo. And it's not that I'm leaving because I don't like Waterloo. I'm leaving because I've outgrown Waterloo.
Likewise.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I come with so many talents. I DJ. I cook. You know what I mean? I podcast. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Damn good.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to give you some.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of
so good.
I
mean,
man. So I kind of want to take my talents with theirs somewhere else. And you know, my woman, she a barber. She a damn good barber, man. Pretty dope barber. So I want to take that
with that slick head coming for my birthday.
So I want to take them.
When's my birthday?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So man, shout out. I want to give a shout out to everybody who supported me. Shout out to my TTG family. Shout out to my cousin LA for coming on the platform today. It's Behind Closed Doors ENT. Make sure you like and subscribe with the YouTube channel Behind Closed Doors ENT. Make sure you subscribe to my TikTok, Mitchie Bag Up or Big Bags 22 Grind Mode. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.
1,000%.